protecting native Hawaiian manunahele or forest birds and the efforts to preserve these iconic species.
A new film explores the conservation work being done to save our native forest birds from extinction.
Joining us once again from Birds Not Mosquitoes, we got Outreach Manager Emma Shelly and the director of the film, Todd Robertson. Welcome back, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
We're so excited to have you. We were talking about you guys all day yesterday, all night after you guys left, because this is such an incredible film.
It is.
And you guys are doing incredible work at Birds Not Mosquitoes, and we thank you guys so much for all your work. Now, Emma, if I can start with this kind of like well, you might think it's kind of like an ignorant question, but I just want to get this out there for everybody. If the native birds are in our forests, which are typically at higher elevations, and mosquitoes thrive in warmer climates, which is typically lower elevations, how are the birds contracting avian malaria?
That is a great question. Not ignorant at all. And what we're actually seeing is, mosquitoes don't normally like cold. It really kind of messes with their reproduction, and they don't do very well in cold temperatures. But what we're seeing is that climate change is enabling temperatures to rise, and mosquitoes are moving up into areas where they previously weren't found, which until now have really been the last refuge of the birds. So the documentary talks a lot about a place called the Alikai Plateau on Kauai, and historically there were no mosquitoes up there. It was really like the last paradise for birds like akikiki. But as the temperature warms, those mosquitoes have found an opening and they're creeping up the mountain, and so the birds are running out of room because there's only so high they can go.
Right.
Wow.
You know, our manunahele, our native birds, they really are so important to our forests. And if our native birds thrive, our forests thrive as well, right? I mean, I have a personal experience with that. I've been doing some reforestation work with Saving Hawaii's forests. And when I first went up there, I think it was in 2014, the land was completely silent. It was so quiet. We went back up there 5 years later, and all of a sudden you hear the forest is like alive. And then that's just within 5 years. That kind of work can be done, right?
Definitely, yeah. So we do want to reforest. That's a continuing part of the project, is we want to bring back koa, we want to bring back ohia, but until we get rid of the mosquitoes, we can plant the best forest ever. But if the mosquitoes are up there, then the birds are not going to use it. So we kind of got to deal with both things.
You guys will be back tomorrow. Well, are you guys coming back tomorrow?
Yes.
So let's talk about the mosquitoes tomorrow,
Sounds
because
good.
we have an incredible project that you guys have been working on. But Todd, I want to talk to you about your company, Hyperspective. You guys have been crafting engaging stories since 1996. What pulled you in the direction to tell this story about our manunahele?
Well, I decided a few years ago that I really wanted to move the company toward doing work that's very purposeful, purposeful in the sense of doing things or telling stories that inspire people in a positive way. So there's all these issues in the world. We all know there's problems with climate change and all these things that are very, very challenging. But there's a lot of work, like the work that's being done with Birds Not Mosquitoes and this particular project, that is actually giving hope to some of that we can actually maybe turn some of that around and make a difference for the future. And so if anything, films like this, I think, are really hopeful, and hopefully will inspire people to kind of, get
that
involved.
Call to action, I think, too, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, get involved, in inspiring positive change and just getting people to get up and moving and be part of a solution.
I'm glad you said that. That's actually one of our mottos, is to inspire change, that we believe in story, and stories throughout humanity have made a difference, right?
Yep.
It moves people to do good things and crazy things sometimes, but so I wanted to use that power of filmmaking and storytelling in a very positive way to make positive change.
Well, I can't wait till everybody gets a chance to watch it. Again, we're going to be debuting this next week, Monday, right here on KITV. And then we have some encore showings on KITV and our sister station, KIKU. There are the times right there. And we thank you guys so much, Todd, Emma. We look forward to talking story with you guys some more so we can bring more awareness to our manunahele. We appreciate it.
All right. And we'll